What's going on, everyone? Today is another grading day. We have piles for PSA, BGS, and we're trying to figure out what's what here. So before we start, guys, always, no matter how you get the cards, whether they're in penny sleeves or top loaders, take them all out. We want to have new card savers and new penny sleeves because, you know, why take a chance over something that's so minimal in cost that could affect your grade? Second, we have a Gary Trent Jr. Silver Rookie here. So the first thing I'm looking at, I went through this already, was the centering. I'm counting the space between the 3 dots over here at the edge, and it looks perfect. Then you have this bar over here, which looks identical as well. There are a few surface bumps up here, which might cause me to send it towards BGS.
But little side note, all the 2018 Prisms have those surface issues, which they're pretty lenient with.
That's why we might just send this one to PSA. Then on the back side, I always put it in a good light to try to see if there's any surface scratches that came with it. There isn't on this one, which is great. So you take your cleaning cloth and you clean any small.
You saw right there next to the P, there was a little white thing. He just wiped it off. I'll try to circle it in the camera.
Over here as well, just anything you see. And if it's stubborn, guys, just blow on it. Set it on the floor and try to get that off. Now, just be careful. Different brands make the cards differently. This is Prism, so their cards are pretty sturdy. You can even take your nail and kind of not press into the card, but take whatever stain off, and it will still remain perfect. But if you're dealing with Donruss, don't do that. We've already messed up a Trae Young rookie, but you live and you learn. So this card's pretty much ready. We put it under the light. There's nothing that stands out. The centering is good. Once you're done with that, you take your new sleeve, stick it in, card saver. Now, if you have a card saver too, they're a little bit tighter than the ones, or the other way around. I can't remember right now. So just be careful while putting it in. Once it's in, this card is ready for submission. Whether the submission is today, in a week, or in a month, it's ready. You put it in. I'm going to put in the I don't know pile. I haven't decided whether it's going to go on PSA or BGS.
Why not?
Again, these surface bumps. I'm going to see how I feel at the end of this day, and I'll figure out where I'm sending it. So this is the maybe pile for now.
It's most likely going to go to PSA, as I said before. On 2018, like, there's a lot of sets that have issues that they're lenient on. And I've checked my prior 2018 Prisms, and a lot of them came back 10 with those surface issues. So we're riskier. We're going to take the chance.
So if you guys could see here, I'm kind of using my thumb to very gently go across the edges. I have like really moist hands, so that could like straighten out any excess card that wasn't cut well and be the difference between your edges getting a 9 or a 10. So just really gently go all around like that. This is a 2019 Prism over here, RJ Barrett. Here we're looking for the emblem up here, which seems perfectly centered.
Nice and tight.
And then I like to count the dots on each side. This one is a smidge bigger on the right. Now, according to PSA's 60-40 rule, this would still be a PSA 10, which would lead me so far to sending it to PSA. You see these little loose hairs here? I don't know if you can catch them on the camera.
Catching them.
So you just kind of do that until they all come off. I'll try it from the other side. So again, now we're doing the back side. We're looking for any surface issues.
Print lines.
Everything looks okay.
Yeah.
We got little white hairs next to his shoulders there, so we'll just take those out before we enclose them in our card saver and our penny sleeve.
I see something right there next to the...
Yep, good point. So this seems very minimal, guys. It's not even part of the card, but if you don't take the time to clean it off, it could be the difference between a 10 and a 9, which is very frustrating because you're only going to get these cards like 2 or 3 months from now, or maybe even more in some cases.
PSA will not clean the card for you, that's for sure.
Yeah. There are some services that do offer this, but you know, it's nice to get into the hobby, the practice yourself, I think. Okay, we're pretty good for this one too. So this one's ready. This one's gonna go into the PSA pile.
So again, when we put cards in our PSA pile, it's because we're certain that we'll get a 10. And if we put our cards in the BGS pile, it's because we're leaning towards a 9.5. We see a small flaw and we think that's going to cause it to get a 9.5. Very rarely do we take risks and we aim for that pristine 10 and a black label. We've gotten a couple of pristines. We haven't gotten a black label yet, but that's riskier and we don't suggest that. This is another 2019 RG Barrett.
Yeah, so it's just starting off. Again, the emblem is good. Emblem. And then left to right on this one actually seems better than the other one, so that's great. Now we're just cleaning this like white little nothing next to his shorts. Checking it in different lighting for scratches. There's a little... I don't even think... This is just basically air, like dirt floating in the air or whatever.
Yeah. Sometimes it's stuck on the card, probably from the print machine, but this is not the case.
All right, go back to the back. Now in the back, PSA is more lenient with their centering, which shouldn't be a problem on this one. I believe it's 75/25. Just check their websites just to make sure that of that number. This moist finger trick, I haven't looked it up. This is something I just came up with on my own.
Degen pulls copyright.
Perfect. So another one. Actually, no, let's just check once more. Oh, we're good to go here. Oh, no. See, as I was cleaning it, another, like, dust particle in the air just went right in between his shorts there.
Yeah.
So it's always, like, triple check right before you put it into the plastic.
Yeah.
And now we're good to go.
So 3 for 3 PSA so far. That's a good start.
One is in the we'll see pile, so
I'm gonna overpower you on that one.
it is a silver, so
Yeah.
PSA. All right.
Kobe. Again, guys, the video will not be sturdy if it's getting you dizzy. We have no choice. We gotta zoom in and try to show you exactly what we're doing. So don't get turned off if you log in and you see they're like, oh, look at this cheap ass people doing this cheap ass quality video. We have no choice. I'm trying to give you guys the best angle possible.
Logo is good.
There's some dust in between his arms, I see, right?
Yeah, we're not. I'm just showing the
Okay,
the logo. Here, there's a little minor bump in between the lines. So
yeah, right
this
there.
is a bit concerning.
Yeah.
So right away, PSA is lenient with the centering, but when it comes to like bumps like this on the card that aren't known factory defects with the set, I wouldn't send it into PSA. The centering is okay. For BGS, it's probably a 9.5. So if you consider this a 9 for the surface, and we have a 9.5 on the centering so far, we could confirm that the back is a 9.5 also. So we have 1 9, 2 9.5s. Corners are perfect. Edges need my moist fingers still. If we could hope to get 9.5s on the corners, edges, and the centering, well then that'll overpower the small surface issue and hope to get us a 9.5 on this one.
And you could also always get a 10 on edges and corners on Prism, because Prism usually their edges and their corners are usually made good.
Yeah, but I don't think they'll look past that surface issue.
Oh no, but I'm saying if you get 110 and you have 2 9.5s and a 9, you still get a 9.5.
Oh yeah, okay.
Is that print lines I see on next to his head on the left side? No? It was just a light.
Very minor.
Very minor. Let's try to show that.
I think
to the people. It might be hard to get that on. Oh, right there. Yeah, you see that? See those print lines? Now, what do we do about these print lines? What do you think?
So normally with print lines, it would go to Beckett, but since this was already going to be sent to Beckett because of the surface issue in the front, I don't like sending two surface issues. I feel that'll get an 8.5, which will come out to being a 9 grade, which is not really profitable. So this one, I'm going to put in the maybe pile, and we're going to make an executive decision after to see what we do with it. The only reason I say that is the print lines are extremely small, and the bump in the front is pretty small as well. So I'm hoping that with those two surface issues, it amounts to a 9, and we could still pull off.
Which is very likely scenario too, right? Obviously, it's hard to tell because every grader is different, but I would feel comfortable with sending it to BGS and hoping for a 9.5.
All right. RJ.
So red, white, and blue RJ Barrett 2019 Prism.
Emblem is tight. Centering is just a smidge off. You could tell on the left, if you look at the edge, there's just a little bit of extra card past the last dot, which is the 4th one in the series. If you look on the right, it's pretty much flush. So again, the 60-40 rule with PSA states that this should get a 10 if all the other centering is okay, which, well, the emblem is. Now we just have to see how the back looks on this card. Just using my fingers again to clean the little hair that's popping out on the side of the cards.
Again, guys, all these little tricks, like the edges is not that difficult, but on the first card where he showed you how to breathe on the card and then gently scratch it off, maybe you should practice on a card that you're not going to send, because you have to be gentle, right?
Yeah,
there's a fine line, and we've screwed up a couple of cards till
the Trae Young rookie still haunts me.
So practice on your cards that you're not going to be sending. Again, it's very important to do this on your own, because if you're sending it out to other people, you'll never know. And you know what? I think I would trust my judgment better than anybody else's, right? Especially when they're doing it for a business. They just see you as money.
Okay, so the centering is okay on the back of the card as well. So this one I'd feel pretty confident in sending it to PSA.
Right.
PSA.
What did I see there? Turn it around. Under the... There's something there. There. Was that anything, or I was just crazy?
It was, yeah, it was. So what happens with these white little dust particles, when they go on a white part of the card, they're tricky to see. So you guys, you should check out some kind of lighting that's more than just your bedroom light or wherever you're
show the glasses. We forgot to show the glasses in the beginning of the video.
We missed something here. See that little line right under his crotch? So now
it's hard to see through the camera. You want to move it around? Oh, wait up. Yeah. We see it right there.
Okay. So this just left my PSA pile, and it's going to go to my Beckett pile. Because again, I don't think it'll get a PSA 10. And it's not a 9 in my opinion. It could be, but I don't think it's a 9. So we'll try to get the 9.5 and get some money from it too.
BGS it is.
Hunter.
Another red, white, and blue.
If you can't remember if the sleeve is clean or dirty, it's dirty.
That's it. Don't be cheap.
All right, left to right. It's longer on the right, a little slither extra. The emblem is off. That's two centering issues right off the bat.
Yeah.
So this is going to be at best a 9 for Beckett. And then we have surface issues in the back, the same little ones that are going across like this.
Yeah.
So it's getting really close to a 9, and if not less, the centering also in the back. So for us, we'll take back the dirty sleeve and we'll put it in the non-gradable.
And another thing that I want to mention, remember on my prior video, I told you guys about the emblem. It's very important for centering. So I did not buy this card. I bought this card off somebody and he posted a wrong picture. Remember when I mentioned that? Because I would never buy a card that's this off the emblem. I would never, ever, ever. So, but unfortunately, I don't know who did it because I've bought maybe 300 cards and I didn't go inspecting them one by one in the beginning.
If the emblem is tricky for you guys, it's not only the emblem, it's the entire print of the card.
Yeah, you see it around,
all around. So whatever helps with that, I guess. And then you recycle your old dirty or used card savers and you put it in the
no-grade pile.
Non-grade pile. Why'd you put the 8 in here? I didn't check it.
It's not gradable.
We'll check it after again. So this is the 2019 draft. It's a little bit different. I don't... a lot of people like to actually take a measuring tape and measure left to right here, which I guess is optimal, but... oh, there we go. Nice, we just dinged the corner. I go by eye. I take my time. You could do whatever you're feeling more comfortable with. The print of the card looks pretty good. Left to right, you could tell right is just a smidge bigger, but I don't think that'll make a difference. No, actually, no, look, see over here. It's either tricky. We're not used to dealing with the draft class prisms. We haven't submitted too many of these.
Yeah, they have the oval shape there.
1, 2, 3, 4. I'd still say it could get a 10. But then you go to the back and you see skate marks everywhere on the card.
Show that. Hold on. Where do you see it exactly? I'm not getting it on the camera.
You see it now that I put the light closer?
Near where?
There's like a square here and there's like literally a million lines going through like this.
See guys, I can't flip it around towards the light a little bit. Let's try to get it. No, switch it. No. Put it more towards there, towards the light. So, oh, right there. Yeah. You see that, guys? See all those shows perfectly. Right there. You see that? Those are the print lines.
So, yeah, I won't even bother with this. Plus, it's not a great valued card. So we'll just recycle this old card saver and put it in the no grade pile. And we move on. Not every card is going to be gradable, guys. And you got to get out of the mentality that I'll grade it just to grade it and I'll get an 8 or an 8.5.
Yeah.
There's no point.
You're losing money in the long run with that mentality. And as you can see, this is very time consuming. We've been doing this for 18 minutes. And we went through about what, 5 cards?
Well, yeah, we're going at
so about 4 minutes a card. If you have 100 cards, you could see how it could take quite a while.
Look at this. You see that?
Yeah, we see that.
I don't know what that is. It's like a pen mark or something. I don't think that comes off. I'll try it with my thumb and I'll clean up the thumb mark. Oh, this is just printed onto the card.
It's printed on.
But the centering is fine. Other than that, the front of the card is fine. So if everything else is fine, we could get a 9.5. There are 3 skate marks, which is, I mean, it's common in this set. So again, I would still try to get the 9.5 on this. It might come back a 9. I think 9s are pretty much break even at this point, guys, depending on what card it is. But it is RJ Barrett. The chance of a 9.5 does seem very appealing. So for me, despite this little pen, I don't even know what this is, ink blot, I guess would call it, I will still submit this to
Beckett.
Beckett, yeah. Sorry, I got distracted there. Okay. Beckett, we said. No. Oh.
Beckett.
Okay, I'm just gonna go a little bit faster. This one right away is not very good, the centering, so if I see something else wrong with the card, I won't even bother starting to clean it, but it looks like everything else is okay. I'm going a little faster now, guys. You could see my thumbs moving like with more pressure. Again, I wouldn't be doing this on Donruss or, I mean, I don't know. I'm not sure what other set has flimsy, I guess you would call them, cards. But Donruss is a perfect example. Not the optics. The optics are solid cards. You could put a little more pressure on those. The Donruss, they're paper thin. Any pressure you apply on the card, you're pretty much going to see it, and it's going to ding your grade, which is not what you want. We're good.
This one?
This one what?
What are we sending this one?
Well, the centering's off, so it's going to be Beckett.
Beckett.
Like it's printed on the card wrong.
Yeah, I see it. $2018 now, different year.
And we should have kept them in order. That's probably a better idea, to keep the prism the same years in order, so you can always kind of get into the flow of what you're looking at and not have to go over the cards a few times to check them. Yeah. So this right away, left to right, is wrong. You could tell by looking at the silver. There's more on the right. If you break it down, there's a little smidge extra here on the past the last dot. And also the silver bar and the green bar are thicker than the silver bar and the green bar here. So, and there's a nice skate mark right there.
Looks like it's a no grade.
Yep, this is a no grade, guys. I know there's people that still would send that, and if it was an older card, I might be enticed to do the same thing. But with these new cards, there's so many that are printed that you pretty much want something that's impeccable, or else, well, you're losing money. Nobody likes that.
Oh, I see a lot of skate lines.
I know. Oh yeah. And there's also this little dimple right here, right next to his foot. Centering on the card looks good.
Right there. See it, guys? Right there.
The centering, though, looks like a 10. The skate marks are known on this prism, so I'm hoping that this might be a 9, and then edges have been nice and straightened.
There's quite a few skate marks, though, huh?
Yeah. I feel like we could take a chance. 10 centering, 9 surface, 10 corners, and 9.5 edges. That's a 9.5. When are you closing the video?
What?
When are you stopping the video?
I will do like 2 more, then I think we have 30 minutes worth of airtime. I think it's enough. We've showed everything.
You're going to post the whole 30, or you're going to edit? What did we say, bitches?
Nobody wants to hear us talking.
No, eh?
No. Maybe put this one on the side, show another one.
Why? Because the updates have a lot of issues?
Yeah, because the updates have more issues.
That's fine.
Again, it's a Prism update. It was from the Chronicle set. These ones, don't ask me why, have a lot more issues than the regular Prisms do. You want to tell them what you're doing?
I'm using my nail to poke off a little piece that wasn't coming off with the white. I took it off.
Yeah,
Perfect.
Like
No
magic.
scratch.
Like magic.
I have a nice little dimple up here.
Yeah. Like I said, these ones have a lot of issues, these Prism updates.
No, this one's going to be a no grade. It's very similar to the other one, but the centering is not as good. And because there's more than 2 issues, we're just going to put it in the no grade pile.
No grade.
It's going to join Pandemic P in the off season here.
Take another one. Take another one.
Not.
Let's do that.
So centering on this one is off, but not very off. So I would consider this to PSA unless there's some other issues that are very apparent on the card. There are a few surface scratches, but it's not many. Trying to get as many of them off by doing this to see if any come off. Yeah, it seems like it's working. So we'll go in a little harder.
Again, depending how deep they are, this could work, this can't work. Doesn't hurt to try. Could be the difference between a 9 and a 10. Again, just cleaning the dust off. Sorry we were silent there for a point. We've done this 100 times, so we think it's self-explanatory to this point. So what's the verdict?
We're gonna send it to PSA.
Bang!
We'll try it out.
All right, guys, I think we gave pretty good. We have 30 minutes worth. We did a couple of cards. We showed the issues, how you could clean them and everything. Hope you enjoyed the video.
Guys, if you guys have any questions, just reach out. We have Instagram, TikTok. We're on everything. So just ask us any questions, and we'll get back to you within a reasonable time frame, and hopefully help you out with this cleaning and make you earn a few extra dollars on those cards, and preserve them, and just have fun with it, just like we do.
Awesome. All right, guys. Take it easy.